A while ago I won a video essay competition. There is just one problem with that. The video is in Hungarian, and as it turns out, most of the people can't speak the Hungarian tongue. I guess I had to translate it. So enjoy this poorly translated abomination I made. Something around 4 months ago, the President of the European Union announced that the Union needs a National Assembly. Such an assembly can of course mean big changes in the function of the European Union. According to some, Europe should turn to a more unitary state to be able to respond more quickly and efficiently. But how realistic are these ideas, and what are the reasons for creation of such a hypothetical union? This is what we will discuss in this video. In order for the European Union to become more federal, it must fulfill 4 main points. 1. United army, fiscal union, common social and welfare system, and creation of a new voting system which would be in line with the more direct democratic values. At the moment, the European Union only has to say in trade within the customs union and monetary policies within the Eurozone. The member states have the right to veto foreign affairs within fiscal policy, foreign policy and military cooperation. So taking these veto rights is a necessary step if the EU wants to become more united, which is easier to say than done. European Parliament and the European Commission would be given a right to make decisions to represent all sides within the democratic framework and discussing laws put into effect. This would not only enable faster decision making, but also filter out the influence of more radical movements. But how does the current form of European Parliament works? What reforms are necessary for such a transfer of power to take place? European citizens have currently one vote for one party active in their country. After that, the party of one's choice form an alliance in European Parliament. So in a pan-European constituents, citizens would have a second right to vote for a European party, thus linking people of the Union even more. Currently, the members of the European Commission are voted behind closed doors by European Council. If we want to make operations of EU more transparent, we must think in terms of direct democracy. In May of the last year, French President Emmanuel Macron came up with his most ambitious plan so far, the creation of the multi-tiered European Union. He has already given his vision a name, European Political Community. All European countries that share views with EU can enter, including countries that are currently applying for joining, such as Ukraine or Moldova. The essence of this community is to create Europe which responds quickly in order to avoid crisis. It would also serve as a starting point for joining the Union. Some have already built on Macron's model and suggest 3, even 4-tier system. The main question, however, is whether we should move towards a federal or a confederal union. At the moment, there are no confederate countries. The 2 role models of Europe, Switzerland and USA, are federative, although they started as confederations. The EU could also adopt such a more moderate direction, since sudden change to federalism would rightly be met with opposition. The confederation model can be classified as a fair compensation and can be compromise for separatist movements within Europe, such as Catalonia or Wallon region in Belgium. Of course, emigration and various environmental issues are still matter of debate, but in our optimistic viewpoint, European people have never been more united as they are now. Language problems practically no longer exist, as multilingualism is proving to be the new norm. The internet also plays an interesting and important role in the thinking of Europe's youth. For example, the discussion about whether EU should be more open towards nuclear energy, or the discussion about whether EU should not be dependent on export of Chinese strategic metals, all started on various internet forums. In conclusion, the demand for united Europe will only increase, but at the moment there are too many factors playing against it, although this likely will change in the future. And as always, thanks for watching. And that was the video. Yay! As I said, most of the things were lost in the translation. For example, this part, when we basically talk about creation of these voting counties and introducing policies which would give these districts some special rights. Overall, I'm not happy with the video because, well, it had to be made for a competition with some strict rules, and although I tried to put my opinion into it, as I said, most of it was lost in the translation. So there is a big chance that I will make another video discussing discussing the same topic, because this channel is well known for finishing ongoing projects. Am I right? This is the end of the video.